Welcome to the Musa video blog. I just like to share with you some recent experiences and just do some thinking out loud, share the ideas with you. We recently went on a trip for a vacation for 2 weeks and it was wonderful. We had a great time, and even from a spiritual perspective, I was able to spend time studying Torah, praying with the minyan, all kinds of wonderful things, and it just was all in all a great time. But one thing I did feel is that there was a sort of spiritual sharpness that I lacked. Like when I'm home and I'm in the groove, there's a certain, again, spiritual sharpness, and when I was away I didn't have it, and situations came up and I wasn't always enamored with the way that I reacted to those situations. So I shared this with a friend of mine. I told him this, and he said, this is what it is. When you're home and you have your routine, you have Seder, order, which Rabbi Yisrael Salanter considers one of the 13 key ingredients of a Musar practice, is to have order. But when you have order in your life, then all the regular things in life, they just go. You don't have to devote any emotional, mental energy to make them happen. But when you're traveling, well, you don't know what time you have to get up, how you're going to get up, where you're going to go, how are you going to get there, well, you're going to take a car, who's driving, what directions, details, what are you going to eat, when you're going to eat, where you're going to eat, all kinds of little basic things in life that in everyday life you don't have to think about these things, and now suddenly you do. And they're not problems, it's just living life. But since you have to expend so much time and energy on just living life, you don't have that extra energy, that reservoir that you usually have to devote to these spiritual matters. And I thought that was a pretty good explanation of this phenomenon. Okay, fine. So the next question is, so I'm going to go away again. I will be in a situation where I won't be at home living the daily order of things. What do I do next time? So here's where I'm just sharing some thoughts, thinking out loud. You can add your own ideas when you see this. But one thing I thought is, when I'm home, I learn a certain amount of Musar, and I have a certain Musar practice, and I think it fuels me. It gives me the inspiration, it gives me the passion that maybe I need to deal with the challenges and the vicissitudes of life. So I thought maybe when I go away, and there's this other dimension of just living life and all that, so then maybe I need a little more internal inspiration. So I thought, I'll up the amount of time I learn from Musar. I'll give it a little bit more intensity. Maybe that could help. Suggestion number 2 is that, let's say at the beginning of the day, I'm thinking ahead what's going to be this day. I have a rough idea. So just anticipate in my mind what kind of challenges will come this way, and try to prepare mentally, emotionally, spiritually for those challenges that might come my way. And then thereby I won't have to muster up all that extra additional inner fortitude to deal with them, because I've already thought it through. Okay, these are a few suggestions. Whenever the next time I go away, I'll try to employ them. And maybe if they work, I can share with you the results and we can have another Musar video blog. Anyway, till then, just some food for thought. See you next time.